Okay, so I'm really going to do this video a little differently because this is some really heavy stuff. And bear this in mind, at the time of this recording, none of this is reportedly true as of yet, and it's nothing more but accusations and rumours. And please take all of this with a huge grain of salt. So this report originally came from the Daily Mail, so, you know, take of that what you will. But the main story at hand is that apparently there is a nursing company, and at the time of this recording we don't know what the actual company themselves are, but essentially they have more or less stopped helping Stan Lee, mainly because they had so many complaints revolving around Stan Lee himself. And from what's been stated here, it seems like Stan Lee has been sexually harassing these young nurses. Now we all know for a fact that Stan Lee is very old, and so he would need help with some basic stuff, such as eating, getting dressed, checking his blood pressure, all that good stuff. And so that is why he had all of these nurses. And Stan Lee did have plenty of nurses in his house 24/7. But according to them, it did seem like Stan Lee wanted them to do sexual favours for him specifically. And allegedly he had demanded these nurses to perform oral sex with him, as well as constantly groping these nurses, and would even walk around the house completely naked. And apparently he would act completely vulgar in front of them and would go as far as to say that he would want to fuck them in the pussy, which is pretty messed up. Now, in regards to all of these claims, Stan Lee himself does deny all of these accusations, and he would refuse to pay anyone anything because he believes in his own innocence. And as of right now, this is everything that we know in relation to Stan Lee and this controversy. And again, there is a good chance that this could be true, and there's also a good chance that this could be false, so please take this with a huge grain of salt. Now, me personally, this is a lot to take in because Stan Lee is such a huge inspiration, and he's the kind of granddad that everyone would want. He's like one of the nicest human beings you could ever meet. And to hear all of these accusations revolving around Stan Lee is just really hard to take in. And if this is even true, then that just paints Stan Lee in a completely different light. And with someone like Stan Lee, it's really hard to paint someone like him as some sort of sex offender. Now, it is well known that Stan Lee's wife did pass away in July of last year, and understandably, Stan Lee would feel completely out of character. And if these accusations are remotely true, then maybe this could be the reason as to why he's acting this way in front of young nurses who take care of him. But even if this is true, then it still doesn't justify his actions no matter what, and either way, he shouldn't be doing that type of stuff. And lately there has been a bunch of controversy revolving around celebrities who exploit their own fame in exchange for their sexual needs. And now that this problem is getting more exposure lately, it could be a case of the fact that maybe this could be amongst one of the other stories that are finally getting exposure, or maybe it's just another article that's just trying to slander an innocent guy's name. And I would hope that Stan Lee is innocent, but at this point this is all just early days and we really don't know the whole story. And personally, I would like to believe that a guy can always be innocent until proven guilty. So how do you feel about all of these accusations thrown into Stan Lee's face? Do you think that this is possibly true, or do you think that this article is complete lies? Please comment below and share some thoughts. And as always, thanks for watching, please like and subscribe, take care and have a good one.